Today we have to discuss about speed control of DC AC drive. In previous class we have discussed about factor affecting of speed control of DC motor and methods of speed control of DC motor and speed control of DC AC drive. On the completion of this period, you would be able to know the types of thyristor drives for speed control of DC motor and phase control methods: single phase, half wave thyristor drive, single phase, full wave thyristor drives. So we have discussed about these topics today or in this period: the types of thyristor drive for speed control of DC motor and phase control method, single phase, half wave thyristor drive, single phase, full wave thyristor drive. Types of thyristor drives. Types of thyristor drives for speed control of DC motor. Speed control of DC motor. The rating of motors and types of thyristor circuits. Rating of motors and thyristor circuits. Below 1 kilowatt, the thyristor rating of motor. The types of thyristor circuit: single phase, half wave control rectified. Up to 5 kilowatts. The types of thyristor circuits: single phase, half bridge circuits. For 5 kilowatts to 75 kilowatts of motor rating, the 3 phase half wave bridge circuit we have to use. These types of circuit we have to use. And 75 kilowatts to 400 kilowatts, the rating of motors. So types of thyristor circuit is nothing but 3 phase full bridge circuit. 3 phase full bridge circuit we have to use for rating of the circuits. Above 400 kilowatts, above 400 kilowatts of motor, 12 pulse converter we have to use for this motor to control the speed of DC motor. To control the speed of DC motors. This is the types of thyristor circuit. The speed control of DC motor. So the rating of motors, different types of rating motors. For the different types of rating motors, the different types of thyristor circuit we have to use. Different types of thyristor circuit we have to use. Below 1 kilowatt, for below 1 kilowatt DC motor, single phase half wave control rectifier we have to use. Up to 5 kilowatt rating of motor, single phase half bridge circuit we have to use. So this is the different rating and different types of thyristor circuit we have to use for the control of speed control of DC motor. For the speed control of DC motors. The types of phase control method for speed control of DC motor. Types of phase control. Next, this is the types of phase control. That is a single phase half wave thyristor drive, single phase, full wave thyristor drives. These are the two methods is there to control the speed control of DC motor. For controlling of speed of DC motor, single phase half wave thyristor drive and single phase full wave thyristor drive. Single phase half wave thyristor drive, single phase full wave thyristor drive. This is the phase control methods. This is the phase control method. The speed control of DC motor. This is the phase control. Speed control of DC motor. This is a circuit diagram. Single phase half wave thyristor drive. Single phase half wave thyristor drive. Speed control of DC motor. This is a circuit diagram. The input supply is given AC single phase AC supply. The input supply is given the single phase AC supply, and this is the bridge circuits. This is the bridge circuits, and after it has the firing circuits. Thyristors is connected to the cathode terminal is connected to the DC motor. The anode terminal is connected to the bridge circuit and field through the resistors. And this is the firing circuit. That is the gate firing circuits or external firing circuits. The firing circuit is made up of oscillators. Firing circuit is made up of oscillators. So it is connected to the gate terminal of SCR, gate terminal of thyristors, and anode of the terminal is connected through bridge circuits and resistance in series with the shunt field, and cathode of the terminal is connected to the cathode of the freewheeling diode and DC motor, and freewheeling diode anode terminal is connected to the common terminal connected to the bridge circuits, and motor second terminal and field second terminal, and a single phase AC supply is given to the bridge circuits. Single phase AC supply is given to the directly connected to the bridge circuits. So here it consists of bridge circuit. What is the purpose of bridge circuit? Here we have to give the input supply is the AC. That is the Vs is equal to Vm sin omega t. The Vs equal to Vm sin omega t. And here Vm means the maximum voltage, the sine wave, and omega is the angular frequency. T is the time period. So here the bridge circuit by using the bridge circuit which convert from AC supply to DC supply, which convert AC power into DC power or AC voltage into DC voltage, we have to convert by using a bridge circuit, that is the rectifier circuit, that is called as the rectifier circuit. After that will be reached, the DC motor is operated by the DC power supply. So the anode is positive with respect to the cathode. The anode is thyristor of anode is positive with respect to the cathode. The thyristor is start to conducting. Or the gate firing circuits are triggering pulses. The triggering pulse is given to the thyristor. The triggering pulse is given to the thyristors. So the thyristor is fired. So the thyristor is fired means the thyristor is start to conducting. So during the thyristor is start conducting period, the DC motor is run. And how to control the speed of DC motor? Here by using the phase control technique, by using phase control technique, methods of control technique method, phase control technique method, by using phase control technique method, by using external firing circuit, by using external firing circuit, we have to apply the pulse, we have to apply the pulse, gate pulse we have to applying. The gate pulse, width of the gate pulses we have to change, width of the gate pulse we have to change, width of the gate pulse we have to changing. The angle alpha is equal to the 0 to 180 degree, 0 degree to 180 degree. The 0 degree to 180 degree we have to change the width of pulse of thyristor, width of the pulse of the input supply. Then the thyristor is start conducting a delay angle of alpha. The thyristor start conducting a delay angle of alpha. So the output voltage is controlled. The output voltage is controlled. This output voltage is feed to the DC motor. This output voltage is feed to the DC motor. Then the speed control of DC method. The speed control of DC motor by using three methods is there. The speed control of DC motor by using three methods we have to learn in last classes. That is the voltage control method and flux control method and armature resistance control method, armature resistance control method or armature rheostat control method. So by using of these three methods are the very popular. These are the three are the popular method for the control, the speed control of DC motor, for the speed control of DC motor. So here by the changing of the value of alpha, by the changing of value of alpha, that is the width of the pulse we have to changing. Then the thyristor is start conducting a delay angle of alpha. Thyristor is start conducting a delay angle of alpha. Thyristor is start conducting a delay angle of alpha. So here the voltage is controlling, the voltage is control, the voltage is changing. That means the voltage is decreases by the changing the value of alpha. By the changing the value of alpha, then the output voltage is decreases. So the voltage is decreases. The speed of the DC motor is decreases. The speed of the DC motor is decreases. So the during the positive half cycle or during the anode is positive with respect to cathode, and during the negative or during the uptime period, during the negative for the AC during the negative half cycle, for the DC during the uptime period, the current is does not continuous, the current is does not continuous. So here the motor has the some inductor, motor act as a inductive load, the motor is act as a inductive load. So during the positive half cycle or during the on time period or on state period, it store the some energy, so that energy is feedback through the freewheeling diode, it feedback through the freewheeling diode. So the continuous current flowing through the during the off state period, during the uptime period of DC power supply, or during the negative half cycle, it is the feedback through the freewheeling diode. During the off time period of DC, the thyristor is does not conducting, and during the uptime during the negative half cycle, thyristor is does not conducting. So it will be feedback, the continuous the current is continuous through the DC motor, current is continuous through the DC motor by the fulfill of freewheeling diode. Then the speed control of DC motor. So the voltage is the controlling, the speed of the DC motor is the controlling. Here the rheostat, here variable resistance are connected in series with the field, variable resistance are connected with the field. Here the change in the current, here the change in the current flowing through the field, So here this is the output waveform for voltage and current waveform. Output voltage, these are the output voltage, Here the Vin means the input voltage, and here the triggering pulses, that is the gate pulses we have to applying, and this is the output voltage, this is the output current, output voltage and output current here. So here output voltage are given, and these are the these are the straight line, in positive half above the positive period, that is called the back EMF, that is line called the back EMF. The back EMF is the produce, the back EMF is the produce, the back EMF equal to V minus Ia Ra. For the DC motor, the back EMF EB is equal to V minus Ia Ra, or back EMF equal to pi Zn P by 60A, pi Zn P by 60A. So these are the output voltage. The gate triggering pulses we have to apply to the DC motor during the positive half cycle. So the thyristor is fired, or thyristor is start conducting at delay angle of alpha. Thyristor is start conducting with delay angle of alpha. Thyristor is start conducting at delay angle of alpha. So the source voltage equal to load voltage. Source voltage equal to load voltage. So thyristor is start conducting alpha to pi, alpha to pi, alpha to pi. The thyristor is T1 is start conducting. At the pi time period, the thyristor is the off state. During the negative half cycle is the reaches. During the negative half cycle is the reaches. And here the DC motor is the DC motor is inductance load. The DC motor is inductance load. So it reaches the extension angle, that is pi to pi plus alpha, pi to pi plus alpha, pi plus alpha, pi plus alpha. So it will be feedback through the freewheeling diode. It will be feedback through the freewheeling diode. It will be feedback through the freewheeling diode. So during the negative half cycle, thyristor is does not conducting. So their output voltage or output current is the 0. Output voltage and output current is the 0. Output voltage and output current is the 0. From pi plus alpha to 2 pi. From pi plus alpha to 2 pi. At the 2 pi, it start the positive half cycle. During the positive half cycle, we have to apply the triggering pulses. So here the width of the pulse we have to changing. That is the alpha. Value we have to changing. Here the alpha value is changing from 0 to 180 degree. Then the alpha value we have to changing. Then we have to control the output voltage. So we have to apply the alpha at 2 pi plus alpha. So thyristor is start conducting. So the thyristor start conducting 2 pi plus alpha to 3 pi, 2 pi plus alpha to 3 pi, 2 pi plus alpha to 3 pi. The thyristor is start conducting. And 3 pi to 3 pi plus alpha, it act DC motor act as a inductance load. So it will be feedback through the freewheeling diode. And these are the output current. That is the output current waveform. The last one is nothing but output current. So here inductance load, that will be start current and magnitude of current is start from alpha to pi plus alpha to pi plus alpha. So here the continuous current flowing through the freewheeling diode. Next pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha. Here thyristor is does not conducting. So here the current is the 0. The voltage is the 0. Current is the 0 during the negative half cycle. So at the 2 pi plus alpha to 3 pi plus alpha, positive half cycle is the reaches. So the output current is the flowing through the load. Output current is the flowing through the load. So how to speed control of DC motor here? By the changing of width of pulse. For the triggering for the firing circuits. Then the width of pulse is have to change here. Then the output voltage is the decreases. So the output voltage is the decreases. The speed of the motor is the decreases. So this is the input voltage and pulse of the triggering pulse of the circuit, and output voltage and output current, output voltage and output current. This is the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram. These are the circuit diagram for the single phase half wave thyristor drive. Single phase half wave thyristor drive. Single phase half wave thyristor drive. This is the circuit diagram. This is corresponding waveform. Corresponding waveform. This is a corresponding waveform. So this is the theoretical expression. Theoretical explanation. So it consists of one diode bridge circuit which convert the AC voltage into DC voltage. That is it is act as a rectifier, and shunt field winding is directly feed from bridge rectifier. The shunt field winding is feed from bridge rectifier. Shunt field winding is feed from bridge rectifier, and the armature winding is feed from bridge rectifier through the thyristor. The armature winding is feed from bridge rectifier through the thyristors, and here the shunt field winding is directly feed by the bridge rectifier, bridge circuit, directly feed the bridge rectifier. So armature is the field is the feed through the bridge rectifier, bridge circuit, and armature also is feed through the thyristors from bridge circuit are rectified. The freewheeling diode, it is connected across the DC motor winding. It is provide the circulating path for the energy stored in inductance during the thyristor off state period. This is the purpose of the freewheeling diode. That during the off time period, this is the off state of thyristors. That is the off state of thyristors. So here the circulating current is feed through the freewheeling diode when during the on state period it store the energy in the form of EMF. In DC motor winding, that is the inductance during the DC motor winding store the some energy during the on state period of thyristors. Then during the off state period, the energy stored in the inductance, it is a feedback through the freewheeling diode. So that is the purpose of freewheeling diode. So the purpose of freewheeling diode is nothing but, or advantage of freewheeling diode is nothing but the performance of the circuit is increases. And improve the power factor, and current is a continuous supply to the load. That is the purpose of freewheeling diode. The freewheeling diode operation, the DC voltage is applied to the armature is controlled by the varying of firing angle alpha. When omega t alpha is thyristor is trigger, when omega t equal to alpha, the thyristor is trigger here at omega t equal to alpha. At the alpha time period, the omega alpha time period, the thyristor is triggered or thyristor is on state. Thyristor start to conducting. Thyristor on state or thyristor start conducting, or thyristor is fired and thyristor is triggered. These 4 watts is equal to, these 4 watts are the equal. These 4 watts are the also same watts. The output voltage of bridge rectifier, is appeared across the motor, armature terminal and field winding. The output voltage of bridge rectifier. The purpose of bridge rectifier is nothing but which convert AC voltage into DC voltage. So the output voltage of the bridge rectifier is appeared across the DC motor, armature terminal and field winding. DC motor, armature terminal and field winding. The current waveform will be goes to zero. Beyond pi due to the presence of inductance. The main purpose of freewheeling diode is to provide the path for the decay of current through the inductive load when switch is put off. So it is also called as playback diode. It is act as playback diode. playback diode. During the off-state period, it is act as a playback diode. The main purpose of Friedland diode is nothing but provide the path of decay of current through an inductive load when switch is put off. During the off state period, the switch is off. It is also known as playback diode. Is also known as playback diode. Increase the DC voltage for a given firing angle due to the elimination of negative portion of the instantaneous DC waveform in a SCR phase control converter. Increasing DC voltage increases DC voltage for a given firing angle due to the elimination of the negative portion of instantaneous DC waveform in SCR phase control converter and will reduce the generate ripple voltage on the DC side of SCR, the phase control converter, due to the same reason as above, reducing the filtering requirement. And the output of rectifier circuits, it generate the harmonics. So we have to reduce by using the filtering circuit. This is the meaning of the second point. Now in the first point, the increase the DC voltage for a given firing angle due to the elimination of negative portion of instantaneous DC waveform in SCR phase control converters. So here the increase the input voltage increases for given firing angle due to the elimination of negative portion. Next, that will improve the input PF in SCR, that is the phase control converter, due to the ending the input current waveform earlier by permitting the internal freewheeling diode. Here the form factor will be improve the input PF in SCR. Pulse width modulation input voltage converter, the ending in the due to the ending the input current waveform is early by permit the internal freewheeling diode. So this is the speed control of DC motor using single phase full wave converter. In the previous topic we have discussed about the single phase half wave, and this is the single phase full wave. It consists of diode bridge circuits, and which convert from AC power to DC power. So it is act as a rectified. And it is a field winding of the DC motor. It consists of diode circuit which convert AC voltage into DC voltage to supply field winding of DC motor. In positive half cycle of input AC supply, the thyristor T1 is start conducting and supply DC voltage to armature winding during the positive half cycle of AC supply. The thyristor T1 is start conducting and DC supply is given to the DC motor. DC supply is given to the DC motor or armature winding of motor. And during the negative half cycle, thyristor T1 is start conducting. During the negative half cycle, thyristor T1 is start conducting and supply to the armature winding. Supply to the armature winding. Supply to the armature winding. The DC voltage applied across the armature winding is varied by the varying of firing angle alpha. So here the N is directly proportional to V minus IA RA. Here the full cycle. So positive half cycle, negative half cycle. During the positive half cycle, thyristor T1 is start conducting, and during the negative half cycle, thyristor T2 is start conducting. So if the firing angle alpha, firing pulse alpha, we have to apply to the each thyristors. So the output voltage is the control. The output voltage is the control. The output voltage is feed to the diode is the controllable output voltage. Why? Because here the firing pulses we have to apply. Firing pulses we have to apply to the each thyristor T1 and T2. So the output voltage is the control. So the output voltage is control. The speed of DC motor is control. Why? Because the N is directly proportional to the V. That is equal to N is directly proportional to V minus IA RA. Where IA means armature current, RA means armature resistance. So the DC voltage feed across the armature winding varied by varying firing angle alpha of each thyristor. Here we have to observe in the output voltage waveform. Here and here the output voltage waveform firing angle is given to the each thyristor. During the positive half cycle of the SCR, thyristor T1 is start conducting. Then positive half cycle. Then we have to apply the firing angle alpha by using external firing circuit. Then the width of the alpha we have to pulse we have to changing by the changing the value of alpha. So the thyristor start conducting a delay angle of alpha. So thyristor start conducting a delay angle of alpha. The output voltage also control. So the output voltage also control. So the alpha is given, firing pulse is given at alpha. So thyristor start conducting alpha to pi. After pi to pi plus alpha, next during the negative half after pi time period, the negative half cycle is the reaches. During the negative half cycle, the thyristor T2 start conducting. After pi time period, the T2 thyristor does not conducting immediately. Thyristor T2 immediately does not conducting. Why? Because here because of inductance load of DC motor, it stores some energy. It reaches the negative. It produces the extension angle. Pi to pi plus alpha. So pi to pi plus alpha, extension angle is the produce. So its extension angle is the produce. And after thyristor T2 is start to conducting pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha. To 2 pi. Thyristor T2 is start to conducting. Then if thyristor T2 start conducting, so the output voltage is produced across the load. From pi plus alpha to 2 pi. At the 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, the DC motor acts as the inductance load. It stores the energy and it feed to the source. So it produces the extension angle. So this operation is continuous. This operation is produced continuous or continuity or continuity. So this is the output voltage and this is the output current. This is the output current. For the full wave circuit, the each thyristor to during the positive half cycle and the negative half cycle, thyristor T1 and T2 start conducting, and to produce the output current is continuity. To produce the output current is the continuity. So this is output voltage and this is the output current waveform. Output voltage and output current waveform for the single phase full wave thyristor drive. And here hence the converted current is continuous due to the presence of inductance. Due to the presence of inductance of DC motor, so the current is a continuous. The current is a continuous from 0 to pi alpha, alpha to pi plus alpha to 2 pi plus alpha, 3 pi to 3 pi plus alpha, 3 pi to 3 pi plus alpha. 3 pi plus alpha time period means here. So this is the operation of single phase full wave thyristor drive, speed control of DC motor. How to speed control of DC motor here? By the changing of firing angle alpha for each thyristor T1 and T2. Here the width of the pulse is changing. The width of the pulse is the changing by the given the value of firing angle alpha by using external firing circuit. So the output voltage is the control. The output voltage is the control. So the output voltage is the control. The speed of the DC motor is control. So here the N directly proportional to the V or V directly proportional to the N. N directly proportional to the V directly proportional to the N. Here the single phase full wave thyristor drive. Single phase full wave thyristor drive means we have to use the full cycle. During the positive half cycle, thyristor T1 is start conducting. So how to speed control of DC motor? By the changing the value of pulse. So the pulse width is the changing. That is the alpha value we have to increasing. That 0 to 180 degree we have to increasing. Alpha value is the increases. The output voltage is the decreases. How to decrease the output voltage? The value of alpha is increases. So thyristor is start conducting a delay angle of alpha. So the output voltage is the control. The output voltage is the decreases. The output voltage that decreases, the speed of the DC motor is the decreases. So here speed control of DC motor by using the full wave thyristor drive. So this is the output voltage and output current. The output voltage is the controllable, but current is the continuity. Why? Because here the DC motor is act as a inductance load. So due to the presence of inductance loads, the current is a continuity. Continue. So here positive half cycle, the AC supply thyristor T1 is start conducting and supply DC is to the armature winding. Now during the negative half cycle, the thyristor T2 is start conducting and supply to the armature winding. So the DC supply voltage across the armature winding is varied by the varying of firing angle alpha. By the vary of firing angle alpha means the width of the pulse is the increases. If the width of the pulse is the increases, the thyristor is start conducting with delay. So here the thyristor is start conducting too late. So output voltage is produced. Is decreases. Output voltage is produced that decreases. If the voltage is that decreases, the speed of the DC motor also decreases. So in this class we have discussed about types of thyristor drive for the speed control of DC motor, types of thyristor drive for the speed control of DC motor, and different types of phase control method, single phase, half wave thyristor drive, single phase, half wave thyristor drive, and single phase, full wave thyristor drive, single phase, full wave thyristor drive. Here the types of thyristor drive of speed control of DC motor means, here the types of that we have phase control method, speed control of DC motor, single phase, half wave thyristor drive, single phase, full wave thyristor drive, single phase, full wave thyristor drives, and speed control of DC speed control of DC motor, these types of thyristor drives. Some quiz questions is there for competitive exam. First question is nothing but the purpose of Freewheeling diode is. The purpose of Freewheeling diode is. What are the purpose of Freewheeling diode in the circuit is nothing but, option A is nothing but improve the load current waveform and power factor improvement. Option C is both. Option D is none. Option D is none. So here the purpose of Freewheeling diode is nothing but, the purpose of Freewheeling diode is nothing but to improve the load current waveform. To improve the load current waveform. Here the load current is continuous during the half cycle, during the half wave circuit. During the half wave circuit, here the load current is increases. The load current is increases. Load current is increases. And then during the negative half cycle, some current is increases. And circuit performance is increases. Circuit performance also increases. Circuit performance also increases. And the power, if the circuit performance increases, current is continuous, so the power factor also increases. Power factor also increases. This is the main advantage of Freewheeling diode. The advantage of Freewheeling diode is nothing but the improve the circuit performance, improve the load current in the circuits, and improve the power factor. Improve the power factor. Improve the power factor. So here option C is, here option C is the both, improve the load current waveform, and option B is nothing but power factor improvement. So option C is both is the correct answer. Option C is correct answer. Next, second question. Above 400 kilowatts, what type of thyristor circuit is used for speed control of DC motor? Speed control of DC motor. Above 400 kilowatts of motor rating. The motor rating is nothing but above 400 kilowatts. So the above 400 kilowatts of watts of motor rating, what type of thyristor circuit is used speed control of DC motor? What type of, which types of circuit we have to using for the speed control of DC motor? So here the option A is nothing but single phase half wave rectifier. Option B is nothing but single phase full wave rectifier, and option C is nothing but three phase full bridge circuit. Option D is nothing but three phase converter. Three phase converter. All we have to discuss about all these types of circuit. All these types of circuit for the different types of motor rating. Different types of motor rating here. So for the single phase half wave control rectifier, below 1 kilowatts, below 1 kilowatts. So here the above 400 kilowatts, motor rating, the 12 pulse converter circuit you have to use. A three phase full bridge circuit for 75 kilowatts to 400 kilowatts. So here the which option is correct? Above the 400 kilowatts. So here we have to use the three phase converter. In the three phase converter we have to required, or it consists of 12 pulse converter. It consists of 12 pulse converters. So here the option D is correct answer. Option D is correct answer. For the second question, option D is correct answer. Three-phase converter. Three-phase converters. Next, some frequently asked question. Explain with circuit and waveform how DC motor speed is controlled using single phase half wave thyristor drive. Half wave thyristor drive. Explain with circuit and waveform how DC motor speed is controlled using single phase half wave thyristor drive. So for this question, this is the single phase half wave thyristor drive. This is the circuit diagram and this is the waveform. This is the circuit diagram, this is the waveform, and these are the explanation. These are the explanation. These are the explanation. So we have to draw the circuit diagram and waveform and write operation of and working principle of for this circuits. So this is the answer for first question. Answer for first question. Next second question. Next second question. Explain with circuit diagram and waveform how to DC shunt motor speed is controlled by using single phase full wave thyristor drive. Full wave thyristor drive. This is a full wave thyristor drive. This is a speed control of DC motor using single phase full wave thyristor drive. Single phase full wave thyristor drive. This is the circuit diagram. This is the waveform. This is the circuit diagram. This is the waveform. So we have to draw the circuit diagram and with the waveform, and this is the operation. This is the operation of single phase DC shunt, single phase full wave thyristor drive using shunt motor. Speed control of DC speed control of DC shunt motor. This is the operation. So we have to draw the circuit diagram and waveform and write the operation. Write the operation. So this is the answer for second question. This is the answer for second question. This is the answer for second question. So we have to prepare and read well, and we have to listen one or more time. Listen one or more time. The main speed control is nothing but voltage you have to, output voltage you have to control, and speed of the DC motor also control. How to output voltage control? How to voltage the control means you have to control the voltage by using gate firing circuit. The triggering by using the triggering circuit, the firing circuit, we have to change the value of alpha. We have to change the value of alpha here. We have to change the value of alpha. If the width of the pulse is increases, the thyristor start conducting a delay angle of alpha. So the thyristor start to delay angle. The total voltage drop across the SCR. The output voltage is the decreases. Output voltage is the decreases here. So the output voltage decreases mean the speed of the DC motor is decreases. So this is the only one point. You have to listen one or more time. Then you have to prepare. If any doubt, write in the description. Write in description. Okay. Thank you.